our channel Eazy Btech. This is Sujna. In the last session, I had discussed about while loop and for loop. In the for loop, I already told about two basic example programs. Now, I am telling another example program for loop. Another example program for loop. That is prime number. Prime number. What is prime number? What is prime number? A number which is divisible by 1 and itself. A number which is divisible by 1 means 1 and itself. That is nothing but prime number. What is a prime number? A number which is divisible by 1 and itself. That is nothing but prime number. Example, 2 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number, 5, 7, not 9, 11, 13, 17, 19, etc. These numbers are called as prime numbers. A number which is divisible by 1 and itself. That is nothing but prime number. Then, so we have to find out if the given number is prime or not. We have to find out the given number is prime or not. Okay. So, how we can calculate that is prime or not? Okay. In easiest form. So, for example, I am taking here 5. 5. 5 is prime or not? Yes, it's a prime. Why? Because 5 modulo 1 is equal to 0. 5 modulo 2 is equal to 0. 5 modulo 3 is equal to 0. 5 modulo 4 is equal to 0. 5 modulo 5 is equal to 0. Okay, let's see here. So I am checking if the given number which is divisible by 1, yes, it is divisible by 1. It is true. Okay. If the given number which is divisible by 2, no, it is false. It is false. Okay. If the given number which is divisible by 3, no, false. If the given number which is divisible by 4, false. The given number is 5, which is divisible by 5, yes, true. Okay. So if the given number is nothing but 5. So 5 divisible by 1, yes, itself true. How many truths are there? There are only 2 truths are there. Only 2 truths are there. Then it is called as prime number. The number which is divisible by 1 and itself. Itself is nothing but 5. We can check up to itself. From starting number is 1, we can check up to itself. In that checking process, when we came only 2 truths, then that is nothing but prime number. Otherwise, it is a composite number. It is a composite number. 2 truths are there. So, we came 2 truths. That is nothing but prime number. Okay. Let's see in coding. Prime number. So, first of all, I have to take input. N is equal to int of input of input of enter number. Enter number. Okay. So I am enter number to find prime or composite. To find prime or composite. So enter number to find prime or composite. Okay. By using for loop. Okay. Here we have to use for loop. Okay. So for I am taking a variable for variable. For example, I in sequence. What is the sequence? I am taking range is a sequence. In range. Okay. Here I am checking what is the number. The starting number is 1. The ending number is itself. So the range is, okay. Here I am storing 5 in n. 5 in n. So the range is starts from 1. The range is ends from 6. 6 means n plus 1. So then you have to take here 1 comma n plus 1. Why? Because if we enter n, if whenever we given n, it will work up to n minus 1, means it will work up to 4 only. It will does not work to 5. That's why we have to take n plus 1. Okay. Then what we have to check? If the given number is nothing but 1 is divisible by I. First of all, 1 is stored in I, next 2 is stored in I, 3 is stored in I, 4 is stored in I, 5 is stored in I. So whenever it will come 6, automatically the loop will be terminated. If is equal to 0. Okay, up to this okay. Here, so what I am doing here? True, true. There are two trues are there. I am counting the true values. If the count is 2, it is a prime number. If the count is more than 2, it will be treated as composite number. So for this purpose, I am taking one variable, that is nothing but count is equal to 0. Okay. So here I am incrementing the count value. Count is equal to count plus 1. Count plus 1. So first of all, the count value is 0. Whenever if the condition is true, automatically it will increment that value, means 0 plus 1, the answer is 1. So here in the 3 times the condition is false. In the 4th time the condition is true. Already 1 is there. 1 plus 1, the answer is true. Okay, the answer is true. So okay, I am clearing the indentation blocks, both indentation blocks. There is no updation because here we can take sequence. It is a for loop. In while loop, must and should you have to write updation. Okay, I am clearing. See here, if count is equal to 2, if count is equal to 2, print prime number, print prime number, either else print composite number, composite number. Let's execute this program. Prime. Let's execute this. 5 prime number, 6 composite number, 17 prime number, 19 prime number, 18 composite number. Okay. So all of you clear up to this? This is an example for prime number, that is work on with for loop. Okay, by using for loop and developing a prime number program. Okay. So for example, I am taking another example program on for loop. Another example program on for loop. That is nothing but multiplication table. Multiplication table. Okay. So multiplication table. So multiplication table means what? Okay. Multiplication. For example, I have 5th table, 6th table, 20th table, 34th table, etc. 5 into 1 is equal to 5. Up to I want up to 5 into 10 is equal to 50. 5 into 10 is equal to 50. I want to print this program. Okay. For this purpose. So what is the first number? 1. What is the last number? 10. So you have to enter these two. A is equal to int of input of, enter table number, enter table number, enter multiplication, enter multiplication table number. Next one, n. I'm taking n, int of input of, enter table up to, enter table up to. Okay, so I'm using for loop for. Okay, I in range of, I in range of, I in range of. What is the starting number? 1. So you have to take 1. What is the ending number? 10. That is stored in n. So then n plus 1. The series is starting from 1, ending with n plus 1. Okay, clear? Okay, and next one. So you have to print like this. 5 into 1 is equal to 5. 5 into 2 is equal to 10. So what is this 5? 5 is also stored in a variable. Okay, what we are giving as input. Okay, 5 is stored in a, that is nothing but a. What is 1 2 3 4 5 6? It is a sequence of numbers that is stored in I, that is stored in I. What is this value? 5 10 15 20 25 etc. So that is nothing but a into I, that is nothing but a into I, a into I. Okay, so let's see. Print. First of all, a will be printed. After a, star is there. Star. After star, I value is there. After I, equal to is there. After equal to, a into I. That's it. I want to print multiplication table 5 up to 10. Okay, clear? Again I am executing. For example, I want 34 table up to 8. This is the 34 table. Anything you can enter, like 23 table up to 9. Okay, so this is the example program of multiplication table by using for loop. Okay, clear all of you? Okay, so next example. The next example, already I told you in while loop, but see in for loop in easiest form. Print even numbers between any two numbers in reverse order. So in reverse order, print even numbers between. So first of all, you have to print normal order. After I will tell reverse order. Okay, print even numbers between any two numbers. Okay, so a is equal to int of input of, enter a value. B is equal to int of input of, enter B value. Enter B value. Okay, let's print this like for I in range of a comma b plus 1. B plus 1. Okay, b plus 1. If a, sorry, not a, I modulo 2 is equal to 0, then print I value. Okay. So 10, 23. These are the even numbers. These are the even numbers. But I want even numbers. In the next example, I want even numbers between any two numbers in reverse order. Here, see here, in range function, so the starting value A, the ending value B plus 1, here another argument is also there, that is nothing but step value. So that is nothing but step value. For the incrementation, the default step value is 1. For the incrementation, the default step value is 1. Whether you have to give or not, it is a default value. So for the increment purpose. For example, I am taking here without using these condition. Even numbers are printed. Okay, without using. Let's observe carefully. For example, I am giving here A is equal to 10, B is equal to like 23. Okay. It will work up to, actually now the answer is 10, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 up to 23. So here this is the answer. But now I am giving here step value is 1. It will give same answer. It will give same answer if the step value is 2. If the step value is 2. Let's see what will happen. It will generate 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. Means what is the step value? When we are giving step value is 1, so it is a default value, automatically it will incremented. If we are giving step value as 2, which means so 10 is printed. 10 is printed. The step value is 2. Means 11, 12. It will print 12 value. So next step value is 2. So it will print 14. Next step value is 16. Next step value 18. Next step value 20. Next step value 22. Like this it will print it. If I am giving here 11, 23. It will generate all odd numbers. Okay. So why? Because first of all, it will move on to the first value is 11. Okay. After 11, step value is 2. That's why it will print at 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, etc. Okay. So see here. So let's give in reverse direction. So print even numbers between any two numbers in reverse direction, reverse order. Okay. Here I am taking 20 as A value, 10 as B value. 20 as A value, 10 as B value. Okay. Here A value is 20. Okay. B value is 10. So it will work up to 10. So you have to give B minus 1. B minus 1. Because in reverse direction, 20, 19, 18, it will came like this. So it will work up to 10. That's why we have to give B minus 1. For the reverse order, so for the incrementation, we have to give 1, that is the default value. But reverse order purpose, we have to give decrement operator. For this decrement, the step value is minus 1. It is not default. Must and should we have to give these minus 1. Okay, minus 1. Let's see. See here 20, 19. Actually, I'm not give here even number logic. That's why it will print all the numbers 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15 like this. So for example, I will give like this 2. See here. It will print all the even numbers. But I will write with some condition. Some condition. Some condition is nothing but int of input of enter a value, int of, input of, enter b value. Okay. So if whenever if a less than b, then a b values can be interchanged. A comma b is equal to b comma a. Let's take the condition if I modulo 2 is equal to 0, print I. Okay. Enter a value 10, b value is 20. 20, 18, 16, 14, 12. Okay. Next, enter a value 100, b value 89. Okay. So, this is the example program for even numbers in reverse direction, in normal direction also, using for loop. I already so in this example I told about step value also. In range function there is a third argument is also there. The first argument is starting number, second argument is ending number plus 1 or minus 1, and the third argument is step value. So step value 1 is default for increment purpose. For decrement purpose we are using minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, etc. Okay. I hope all of you understand up to this concept. Let's move on to the next topic. What is the next topic? Next topic is jumping statements. What is jumping statement? So jumping statement or transfer statement or unconditional statements. In jumping, transfer statements or unconditional statements, there are three types of there. The what are that? Break, continue, pass. Break, continue, pass. So in the heading there is a in the heading, look here, jumping means it will jump loop to outside. It will jump loop to outside like this. Jumping statement. Pass, continue, break. What is break? Break. We can use break statement inside a loop to break loop execution based on some condition. We can use break statement. We can use break statement inside a loop. So the break statement is used in inside the loop. So based on some condition. So based on some condition means it will exit the loop based on some condition. It will exit the loop based on some condition. So when we have to write a break statement, so we can write a break statement inside a loop. Inside a loop. Where we have to write a break inside a loop. For example, so I'm taking one login form. A login form. Login form is nothing but it contains username and password. Login form contains username and password. So I have to log into that form. That is nothing but if username is admin, password is admin, I have to got one message. That message is login successful. If username is admin, password is not something, so login failed. If both are different names, login failed. Okay. So up to user request we can enter login form up to user request. Okay. So just I am giving while true. While true. Username. Username is equal to input of. It is a string value, that's why I am taking input of. Enter username. Enter username. Okay. Next, password. Like password is equal to input of. Password is also either in strings format, integer format, whatever it may be, but the condition is admin, that's why I am taking password as also strings format. Enter password. What I told you, if the username is admin, password is admin. If username is equal to admin, and password is equal to admin. Then what message I have to print? Print login success. Login success. Either what I have to print? Else print login fail. Again it will ask. Do you want to login fail? Login fail. Do you want to try another time? So it will ask again and again in login form. So whenever we enter a wrong username or wrong password, it will ask you have to try another time. Yes. So that is nothing but ch is equal to, I'm storing yes or no value can be stored in ch. Input of, do you want to try? Do you want to try another time? Do you want to try another time? Okay. Do you want to try another time? So yes or no option is stored in ch. If our option is yes, it will be repeated. If our option is no, if ch is equal to no. If our option is no, then it will terminate the loop by using break condition. See here, in if block I doesn't give any break condition, what will happen? Like it will ask, enter username, admin, password I am giving something. So login fail. Do you want to try another time? Yes. Enter username. Enter something. Login fail. Do you want to try another time? Yes. Admin. Enter username is admin. Password is also admin. So login success, but again it will ask enter username. Why it's ask enter username? Why? Because we doesn't give break statement in if condition. So what is the break purpose? We can use break statement inside a loop to break loop execution based on some condition. Whenever the username is admin, password is admin, it will print some message up to this is over. So there is no need to repeat the loop again and again. So that's why we have to give break. There is no need to repeat the loop again and again. And you have to give break statement here. See here, admin, login, success. Okay. So clear all of you? This is an example program for break. Okay. I think all of you understand this concept. Next transfer or jumping statement is continue. Within the loop, if you want to, current iteration should be skipped and continue to the next iteration, then continue statement is used. If you want to skip current iteration, then next iteration should be continued, then continue is used. If you want to stop the current iteration and continues the next iteration. If you want to stop the current iteration and continues the next iteration, then we go for continue. For example, continue, like I am telling even numbers. So even numbers using continue. So I want to print even numbers only. Whenever the odd number will came, the loop iteration will be skipped. It will move on to the next repetition. Okay. For example, a is equal to 10. Again, you have to take input of, enter a value. B is equal to int of, input of, enter B value. Enter B value. Okay. So A value, B value. For I in range of A comma B plus 1. whenever the odd number will came, if I modulo 2 is not equal to 0, print I. Sorry, whenever the odd number will came, it will stop the iteration. So that's why I'm giving continue. If it is not an odd number, then print even number. Okay. So in this series, in this sequence, a value means either 1, 10 like that. The first number is stored in I. If that number is odd number, then means continue. The remaining code is not executed. It will move on to the next iteration. In the next iteration, if it is an even number, it will print. If it is an odd number, again it will skip entire code in the loop. It will continue the next iteration. Let's execute this. 10, 20. See here, even numbers only printed. If I want to print odd numbers, using continue, whenever the even number is came, I want to skip that iteration. Otherwise, it will execute that program. Again, 10, 20, like this. 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. Okay. This is an example program for continue. Okay. So let's see pass. It is the third transfer or jumping statements. Okay. In our program, syntactically if block is required, which want to do anything, then we can define that empty block with the pass keyword, otherwise displays indentation error. Okay. If our programming syntactically if block is required, if you want a block syntactically, but in that block we want to do anything in the present. Okay. So in future we have to develop something in that block. For that block we can write as pass keyword, otherwise it generate an error message. For example, here, see here, I'm writing a block if like true. I didn't write anything in that block. Just I'm print hello. I'm printing hello here. So syntactically block is required, which don't want to develop anything in that block. Okay. So it's give indentation error. So that's why we have to do something here. For that empty block, we can write a pass keyword. Then you can execute the program happily. Okay. So that is about pass. In our programming, syntactically block is required, which want to do anything. Then we can define that empty block with pass keyword. Otherwise, it displays indentation error. Already displayed an error, indentation error message. Okay, clear up to this? Okay. What is the today's session? In this session, I told you example programs of for loop, and again I came to jumping statements. In jumping statement, three statements are there: break, continue, pass. So break, I told one example for break, and continue, I told one example for continue, and pass is a keyword. Just you have to enter these pass keyword for empty blocks only. Okay, otherwise it will generate an indentation error. That is the purpose of pass. Okay. So up to here, conditional statements are over. Conditional statements or control structures are over. In the next session, I will tell about list. List concept. List that are called as data structures. List, tuple, set, dict are four. The four concepts are comes under into data structures concept. In the next session, I will start data structures. That is nothing but list concept. Okay.